Hello, Sports HQ. I'm Nathan's Blaze, and first we're going to talk about the MLB. So recently, Giancarlo Stanton of the Miami Marlins signed a 13-year deal, which is a record in Major League Baseball, and also
Any one of the hitters, so
farther off the plate.
$325 million deal, which is also a record in baseball. He has an option of leaving after 6 years, leaving the Marlins and quit his contract so he can become a free agent. Also, there's a no trade clause, so every year he's on the Marlins, he cannot be traded. What do you think about that, Blaze?
I agree they're overspending by a long shot, and I think he'll leave after 6 years because they'll have no money to build around him.
Also, Victor Martinez resigned with the Detroit Tigers, and Pablo Sandoval is recently getting an offer from the Red Sox, and Billy Butler is now at Oakland Athletic.
I like the club owner spending a lot of money, and I think the Vmar deal was great.
Yeah, also, I like that Jacob deGrom guy of the
2-2 to Yelich, and he struck him out, and that's how the game begins. DeGrom with the strikeout. From the best guess you can make as Solano strikes out.
Also, Victor Martinez resigned with the Detroit Tigers, and Pablo Sandoval is recently getting an offer from the Red Sox, and Billy Butler is now at Oakland Athletic.
I like the club owner spending a lot of money, and I think the Vmar deal was great.
Yeah, also, I like that Jacob deGrom guy with the awkward hair, winning the Rookie of the Year for the National League. I like him. He and Matt Harvey will be fun to watch in 2015.
They're going to be a great dynamic duo in 2015. They're both studs.
Awkward hair, winning the Rookie of the Year for the National League. I like him. He and Matt Harvey will be fun to watch in 2015.
They're going to be a great dynamic duo in 2015. They're both studs.
We're Nate and Blaze. This has been baseball. Next is basketball. Welcome. We're going to talk about the upcoming NBA season. What do you think is going to happen in the East?
In the Northwest, I think the Raptors are going to stay in shape just enough to snag the easiest division. And then in the Central, I think Chicago is going to take away the division from Cleveland.
Crossover move, wild, sweeping.
Even though all the hype about LeBron, Kevin Love, and Kyrie, I think they need the chemistry first before they can become successful. And then in the Southeast, I think Miami will just barely take away the division even without LeBron away from Washington. Finally, the defending champs, the Spurs, are going to take the division away.
Shot clock to 2. Parker.
But not by a commanding lead like last year. Teams like Memphis, Dallas, and Houston are going to bug them, as will old age.
Good. Who's going to take home the NBA championship?
I think it'll be OKC versus Chicago, and OKC will take it in 6.
Hard collision. Westbrook shaken up.
Welcome. We are going to be talking about soccer around the globe.
Currently in Spain, the Barca-Madrid rivalry is as heated as ever. Real Madrid, won La Liga last year, which is fuel for Barca's fire to make another major trade. And that trade was Luis Suarez from Liverpool. Liverpool got roughly $70 million for the striker and used that money to purchase Balotelli, the Italian striker, for about $15 million in transfer fees. In international business, I believe that Germany's World Cup win is just one title in an era of world soccer.
يا كبير جولاتو يا كبير يتعلموا منك يا البرتغال.
Real Madrid was thirsty for new talent, and this young prospect should be expected to get a lot of assists off Ronaldo, just maybe not as many for himself. He only has 1 goal so far, while Ronaldo has 13.
Thanks, Evan. Next, we'll be talking about college football.
So Ryan, what do you think about college football this year?
Well, Evan, college football has been very intense and interesting this year. And a lot of teams have surprised us so far. And Mississippi State took over #1 in the country.
Week's game, but did play against Utah. Second quarter, Michigan punting, Kalen Clay. Oh boy, that's a score.
U of M has been having some defensive and defensive line problems. So here are the top 15 teams. #1, Mississippi State. #2, Florida State. #3, Ole Miss. #4, Baylor. #5, Notre Dame. #6, Auburn. #7, Alabama. #8, Michigan State. #9, Oregon. #10, Georgia. #11, Oklahoma. Number 12, TCU. Number 13, Ohio State. Number 14, Kansas State. And finally, number 15, Oklahoma State.
Welcome. We are going to talk about the NFL now. Hello, we have top 5 rankings for each player in Week 9. And also, we're going to talk about teams that have been looking so good. And also, we're going to look at the Patriots, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Lions. First, we're going to talk about the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots have been struggling lately, but with Tom Brady coming around a little bit, they've gone a little bit better. And the Detroit Lions, even if Calvin Johnson and Reggie Bush injured so far, Golden Tate has been a powerhouse for them. And Matt Stafford is having one of his best career years since 2011. Also, the Philadelphia Eagles defense have been very surprising lately. They've helped their team much in the beginning of the year, even with LaShawn McCoy not playing as good as he usually does. JD has not been very good this year. And then Nick Foles has been doing very well this year. The Dallas Cowboys have been very good lately, even though their very bad overtime loss to Redskins boosted them down a little bit, even losing Tony Romo, and he's been one of their key quarterbacks this year, and one of the key quarterbacks in the
but no more stop. I told you to let it rock. No.
NFL this year. DeMarco Murray has been the surprise. He might win MVP if he continues what he's doing. He's got over 100 yards in each of his 8 games he's played. He's got 1,056 yards, which is 300 more than any other player in the NFL. Now here are our top 5 rankings for every position. Quarterbacks. Number 1, Peyton Manning. Number 2, Drew Brees. Number 3, Andrew Luck. Number 4, Phillip Rivers. Number 5, Aaron Rodgers. And for running backs, number 1, DeMarco Murray. Number 2, Le'Veon Bell. Number 3, Marshawn Lynch. Number 4, Arian Foster. And number 5, Matt Forte. And for wide receivers, number 1, Jordy Nelson. Number 2, Calvin Johnson. Number 3, Demaryius Thomas. Number 4, Antonio Brown. And number 5, Dez Bryant.
For tight end, Julius Thomas, number 1. Number 2, Jordan Cameron. Number 3, Delaney Walker. Number 4, Antonio Gates. Number 5, Greg Olsen. Alright, thank you for watching Sports HQ. Goodbye.